बजे उठ के सोचने में कि अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन के कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है, वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी, ये एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानकुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और सातवें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा, ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क, धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया।
Thank you so much, Sanjeev, and good afternoon, everyone who have joined us now, watching this on YouTube now and later. Welcome to our 12 o'clock daily show, which we have been doing at Franchise India for over 44 years now. And I always thank the team of Franchise India. I think nowhere in the world there's a platform where anyone can come in and know about a new brand. So we have been launching new brand every day from last 4 years. So again, thank you to the team. And today's session is led by Fran Global. So to get us started, I'm Venus Pirag. I'm the CEO of Fran Global. We are a market entry firm, which pretty much means that we actually connect global brands with global markets. And today's brand is a very special one for me. I actually, my first time in London, 20 years back, and I had the first bite of Giraffe burger, and I was blown away. I was blown away, and Giraffe as a brand, which is from the UK, started in what we call the gourmet burger business before any of the brands which we know today, and has been from last, I think, more 25 years, really standing for its quality. And of course, they have really done so much, not just in the burger space, but overall building the brand around it, and now becoming a full-blown, anywhere from a fast casual to a proper restaurant brand globally. In fact, wherever I am, generally, I would look for a Giraffe store at the airports and try and get a piece of it. So I'm so happy to bring the brand to India. And it's especially an exciting time because if you look at the quick service industry, the biggest category still is the burger in India. And yes, I think we can all say that the biggest category of it is quick service. But just like the coffee business, just like the pizza business, just like the ice cream business, today people understand what is a better product. And there is an audience for it, a specialty audience. And I think India is no different. So having worked with multiple brands, I can say I think the proposition of Giraffe for India is rightly timed in the right format. And the way we have worked with Giraffe team is to work out on a model where we can actually build this across the country. So today we'll be presenting you. We have Nick Joining us from the UK today, Nick is the commercial director for Giraffe and Boparan Restaurant, who owns Giraffe. Welcome. And I know it's really early morning for you, Nick, but thank you so much that you are able to make it.
No problem at all. Lovely to see you all.
Thank you. And I also have my colleagues, Swiraj. Swiraj is part of Rand Global team. He's our vice president, and he will actually be the one who would, if you have any follow-up questions, you can reach out to him. He'll put his information. And we have our strategy consultant, Ashok, who actually once Nick gives us a summarization of the brand and his journey and its story, that where do we how do we plug this into India development? And this is a live session, people, so make it interactive. Put us your questions and answers in the Q&A box. We want to make this interactive. And welcome again. And I will hand this back to Nick. Nick, welcome, and look forward to really hear from you where the brand is today, and eventually, I think what we actually can build in India.
Thank you. Okay, just checking you can see that.
Yes, Nick.
Welcome to Giraffe. I think the first thing to say about the brand is that food is everything about this brand. It's at the heart of everything we do. It's fresh, it's vibrant, it's inclusive, and it's so diverse. If I look at the menu right now, we have Argentinian products, Mexican products, Far Eastern products. It is this grouping of these fantastic flavors globally, alongside, as Veena said, the core things that our guests want, which is the premium burgers, sides, cocktails, wines, everything. So it's about this culinary journey of food. And that's what makes the brand different, because we can target the brand locally in each market. And that gives us a really unique opportunity, bringing together these flavors, the cultures of the food. And the other thing that's at the heart of everything we do is the people. Our guests, making sure that they have this fantastic experience with us day in, day out, delivered by amazingly trained team members that just deliver first time and every time in the most amazing surroundings. And I think with the colors of the food, we try and develop the colors of the restaurants. You'll see vibrancy, you'll see colors, you'll see interesting artworks that bring to life the brand. So right now, the brand is in multiple countries. So obviously based in the UK, we are in the high street. So in central London, we are in shopping centres, we are in train stations. As well as that, we operate across the UAE, from Dubai and Qatar airports, and across Spain. Right now, we have 18 trading sites. We have 4 currently in build around the world, one of which is already in India. We're already operating in Bangalore airport. And so we've already tailored and looked at the profile of the brand and the flavors for the local market. And we're currently in build in another airport in India at the moment. So it's giving us that ability to tailor the market and the product to the market. And I think the other thing we like to think about ourselves is we're a bit of a brand with attitude and personality. We really want to go out there and shout about what we do. We're proud of our food, we're proud of our heritage, but also the sourcing. And so ensuring that we get quality first, the right ingredients first time, every time is absolutely important. And ensuring that we deliver to the heritage of the brand. What we don't do is we don't change the brand a lot. We tailor it, we get it right, and then we use seasonal specials and local flavors to drive change, but keep it core and keep it unchanged. A bit about the history of it. It was founded in 1998. So we are just over 25 years old. A husband and wife team delivered it after all their travels around the world. And why Giraffe? It's really important the giraffe links to what the brand is all about. Giraffe has the biggest heart of a land animal anywhere. And that is what we try to bring, that heart and that love for the food, the flavors, and the people and the guests that we work with. That's the mantra. That's at every stage through our development and our journey of the brand. Just show a couple of pictures here in terms of kind of the look and feel. You can start seeing the local colors, the flavors, everything is targeted one by one in each of the brands. Lots of flavors, lots of cocktails, beers, and even getting the full end-to-end, the desserts. But as important around the world, we see breakfast and that all-day dining a vital part of what we do. The breakfast flavors, the breakfast colors, the fresh smoothies, the mocktails is massively focused. But you can't just believe me, you have to believe what our customers are saying. We're very proud of the customer feedback we do. We're very targeted. We are constantly working and innovating to ensure that the customer is at the heart of everything we do, and their feedback is linked to that. So we have fantastic feedback on our staff, on our friendliness, so going back to that brand passion, and the look and feel of the restaurants. And so we have really developed that, and we just don't get poor reviews around the world, which I'm very proud of. In terms of how we communicate to our guests, it's all through color. It's the food that talks. We don't spend lots of time advertising using words. We spend all of our time using the pictures of the food, the colors of the advertising, talking about our different menu offerings, using the fantastic photography that we've got to shout about the food, to draw people in. And it's about using those foods around the world to say, we are not just a burger brand. We are not just delivering a certain culture of food. We are offering all the different foods from all the different cultures. So if you're coming in as a group, we have something for everyone. And that something for everyone is at a high quality, consistently delivered. We back that up with, as you would expect, the usual IT, the support, the marketing, the QR code technology, the order at table technology, to ensure that where customers want it, there is the speed of service and the consistency of service to deliver that. But also we're quite happy to use the lower tech and actually go back and give messages in store using pin boards, using local in-store advertising and menu awareness. So I go back, and I can't keep reiterating enough, it's all about the food. The innovation comes from as we see new food profiles and new flavor profiles around the world. We will add them into the menu. We will use our specials mentality, using seasonality to deliver that fresh new flavors into the brand. And this page just really shows how diverse the menu is. There is every single day part covered, and a fantastic wine list, cocktail list that enables, whether you're on a train station, on a high street, in a hotel, in a restaurant, or in an airport, there is a range of flavors and products right the way through, covering each day part. And that is massive, because we're investing in restaurants that have very high costs, and you want to bring in customers from breakfast right the way through the day and change the look and feel of the restaurant and the food profile right the way through the day. And I guess if you just look at these pictures and look at the way in which we are trying to present our food, it's all about encouraging, pulling those people in, ensuring that you get that consistency every single day. I must also mention, we are very family focused. We spend a lot of time looking at our kids menu. We're very proud of targeting the kids to ensure that they eat healthily. We work with many companies across the UK to ensure that happens. So we have that special kids menu, but also tailoring to the local market. We have a burger style concept in one of our restaurants. We have a bar menu and a cocktail menu, as well as grab and go and food to go. And so we don't just focus on the in-restaurant dining. depending on the location, the brand is flexible enough to offer that grab and go to get a second sale as well, which really helps in terms of what we're trying to achieve in terms of delivering to the customer. The reason I put this slide up, it's just showing the menu. We did a full menu refresh in 2021, and we've not needed to do it since. We use our specials to drive the local flavors, but we're proud of the core menu of what we're trying to achieve. And so we're not about changing the menu all the time and retraining, because we want the staff to feel proud of the menu and therefore consistently sell and talk about it. We don't need to change that menu constantly. And as I mentioned, staff, they are exactly what we're trying to base it on. We are in the people serving food business. That is the training mantra that we give of our staff. We are continually developing them. We are continually innovating in the way in which we train to give that consistent approach to sales training, to product training, to being proud of the brand every single time. And that delivers in our service, because in most cases, that food will be with the customer somewhere between 7 and 10 minutes. So it is freshly cooked, fresh cooked to order, delivered to the customer's requirements, but quickly, so that we're not needing to hang around. And then finally on the design, it's just about vibrancy of color, pulling people in using the advertising, using the brand colors. It's a very iconic logo that has been seen around the world, using external flowers, external planting to really bring people in. As I mentioned, the grab and go, small format. This does really help. It enables you to target either as a portion of the restaurant or in local opportunities. We have a sub-brand called Giraffe Stop, where we're actually using in train stations or in airports or on the side to offer something different, still using the same focus on fresh vibrancy of product, but enabling that to happen. And really finishing on our values, I've kept reiterating the importance of vibrancy, of freshness, keeping us real, but then constantly innovating. We're constantly curious about the food, about the trends, about the innovation, about the local diverse flavors that we can bring in, and incorporating that into the brand and the menus locally. That's what we're trying to achieve. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nick. That was
Thank you, Nick. Thanks.
presented. Ashok, you would now share the Indian perspective of it. And Nick, will come back to you with certain questions we will have. But let's give a sense on the Indian part of it.
Thank you, Nick, and thank you, Venus. So just we'll have a look at how we want to basically approach the India market. Okay, so first I will share a few slides, right, and then we will talk about the numbers. Yeah, my screen is visible, right? So that's the landscape. So Giraffe, basically, they are planning to expand in India and GCC markets. So these are the two primary focus markets for us. Okay. If you look in terms of market size in India and GCC as well, so it has a huge demand in this segment, especially once you talk about your QSR product. If you look at the total market size of food service in India, it's around $80 billion market. And of this market, around 34% market is your QSR format. Yes, and similarly, if you look at the markets like GCC, your UAE and Saudi, these are the two biggest markets in GCC, followed by your Oman, Kuwait, and other small countries. Right. But if you look at the market as of now, this is heavily dominated by unorganized players. So 40% of this food market is organized, right? So where we comes in the organized food market segment. Now, so what is the approach or expansion plan that we are planning to expand our business in India and in GCC. So we are looking for multi-unit partner in GCCs who can have basically the commitment of 10 units in the next 4 years, right? In India, we have two opportunities. One, we are looking for the country partner who can give us a commitment of like 25 units, or 4 regional partners, right? So somebody wants to take an entire country as a whole country license. So that license is available for 25 basically units. That's minimum scope. And if they are like regional partner opportunities, so we are also open for those regional opportunities as well. Yeah.
And Ashok,
Now,
this is direct development?
yes, right. And then we are coming to the basically what is the proposal for these partners. Of course, we are looking for franchisee-owned, franchisee-operated partners. So where my country developer or a regional partner, they have to basically set up at least one outlet, one unit by themselves, and remaining they can sub-franchise. So if you look at my country partner or country developer opportunity, here is one outlet that my country partner has to develop, and then remaining 24, it's up to them. They can invest in more units, or they want to sub-franchise, they can sub-franchise. So it's up to them. But one unit is very, very important to develop the capabilities and deliver the same experience that Giraffe has the standards and delivering across the globe. If you talk about the unit economics here, what kind of franchisee fees? So for master license, 2 crore is the master license fee for the whole country. Okay. Plus additional an investment of like just setting up your own outlet. So that's 1.75 crores. So that's total is 3.75 crores is the total investment for a master franchisee if somebody takes the license for 25 units. The royalty that basically this royalty for unit franchisee is 6%. So from that 6%, 3% goes to Giraffe and 3% goes to my master partner or to the area developer. Right now, it comes to the regional partner. So regional partner, his obligation is like to develop 7 units, 1 of its own, 6 sub-franchise units. So his area license fee is 80 lakh rupees. Plus 1.75 crores is going to be his setup cost for the outlet, and his break even is going to be around 22 months, and agreement period is 10 years. Right. Once we talk about the GCC market, so we are looking for multi-unit partner, the same investor who can set up like 10 different outlets. So his investment, 700,000 AEDs is the franchisee fee, and his total investment to set up 10 units is going to be around 36 million dirhams. Then royalty is 6%, whereas average returns are around 35%, and 48 months is the break even, and the next 6 years are going to be profitable for the franchisee partners. So then what kind of basically partners we need? We need basically country partners or area partners or multi-unit partners. And so we will prefer people from the F&B industry or who are have some kind of retail experience and F&B experience. Right. And then roles and responsibilities we have defined. So what are the key areas where basically Giraffe will provide you with the complete support in terms of your outlet setup, guidance, interior design, your tech support, menu engineering, design and development, your vendor selection and approval. So how you are going to source your supplies. They will also support you in terms of your central marketing and international level marketing. So that is the responsibility of the Giraffe, and they will help you in terms of your website development, social media handles, and how you are going to do the marketing on these platforms. And Giraffe will also do the basically frequent audits and advisories for your stores. Yes, once it comes to the franchise master franchisee, so my master franchisee, they have to develop the entire range of capabilities, right? And then basically the same franchisee, once they are capable to appoint sub franchisee partners, then they need to share this experience, train them, and manage the entire business network. And it comes to the sub-franchisee network because their role comes as the minimum. So initial setup investment is done by the unit franchisee partner, and he has to do the basically local demand generation, and he has to run the daily operations, and he has to take care of all the operating expenses at the outlet. Yeah, so what are the key obligations? Yes, of course, even so these obligations are applicable to all the stakeholders, even as my country partner, multi-unit or a sub-franchisee partner, because the protection of the IP, trademark, and brand values, they need to protect marketing and branding, so that material and design, everything will be provided by Giraffe team. So my franchisee partners, they need to follow the same specifications and guidelines. Once we talk about the product offering, so product offering can be optimized as per the your market and customer demand and the taste that in that market customer demands, right? And reporting and submission, yes, so we have the standard operating system and reporting mechanism. So franchisee has to report their performances on regular basis. Once it comes to the legal compliances, so in terms of your legal compliances like shop establishment, trade license, or FSSAI liquor license, so these all local licenses that my franchisee partner has to procure. And of course, so one-time franchisee fee that to start with. So my master franchisee or multi-unit partner, they have to pay one-time franchisee fee to start the business. Right. So I think with this, I will end the presentation. Then we can take some new. So these are the further slides, so we can distribute later.
Sure. Thank you so much, Ashok. Thank you, Nick.
Thank you.
Swaraj, there are some
Yeah,
questions.
there are some questions, Nick, for you. Yeah. So there are some questions. So Jagdish would like to know if the menu would be localized for the Indian customers, because there are wide varieties of region in India, and each and every region have some specific flavors which dominates that region.
Yes, I think, as I mentioned earlier, we're very proud of the core menu, and what we try and do is we focus, no matter where we are in the world, on the core flavors of that methodology right the way around the world on the core menu, and then we add specials depending on the location, either through tent cards or a localized menu at that point. What we try and do is keep at least 80% of the core menu everywhere, but taking those regional requirements and building local specials. We have hundreds, if not thousands, of specials in our special bank that we've been operating over the years, and that's how we target them. And we would work with local franchisees or master partners to build that specials bank to ensure that that's covered off.
Thank you, Nick. Rakesh has a question that what will be the franchisee fees? I think we have already given out the details of the franchisee fees. Rahul Shah, what is the economics of unit franchise? So Rahul, I will answer this question because right now we're looking out for area franchise or a master franchise for the entire country. So unit franchise, if you are talking about it, we will discuss it separately. But right now our main objective is to look out for an area franchise or a master franchise, because the scaling of the business is the most important thing in franchising. So if you have one unit, that scaling does not happen. So we will discuss with you separately. You have my name and email ID, and you can be in touch with me. Akash, any other committed investment later during the agreement period? Akash, there will be no other committed investment during the agreement period other than what we have initially shown you. There is a success fees which is there for every brand sign up and every new unit which you open. So when we discuss the agreement with you, we will share with you all the commercials about it.
Yeah. So yeah, Suraj, just I want to add here in some more clarity in terms of franchisee fee. So if you are looking for a master franchisee license, master rights, so 2 crore is the master franchisee fee, right? for our area partners, is 80 lakh rupees is the franchisee fee. Once it comes down to your single unit or sub franchisee unit, so that's 25,000 pounds is the franchisee fee. That translates to 26 lakh rupees is the unit franchisee, right?
So, Mr. Ashok, there is a question from Sumit. What is the ROI on investment? It is 2.2 years. I think we have already mentioned
Siraj, we
that.
don't want to talk about, I think, the individual ROI right now. I think it's very clear. We are not looking for individual operators.
No, this is Sumit. This is a separate question.
We are only looking for
Area franchisee ROIs, yeah.
also, I think it is very important. This is a brand which is one of the topmost brands in the world in its category. So we don't mind if you only want to do, let's say, Bangalore. We don't mind if you only want to do Hyderabad. These are very large cities. But you have to consider, and again, I think this is one of the most important point to see. There is so much of infrastructure which is coming across the country. You have malls, you have high street, you have highways, you have hotels, you have metro infrastructure coming in, commercial F&B infrastructure. So there are so many options. Every mall developer, I can say every decent mall developer, let's say, I would say the top 10, 20%, they want very well performing casual dining brands in their malls, hands down. And let me tell you, there are not many from a chain standpoint. There are a couple of them. We already know their names, right? And but once you have them, what is the next option? Right now, if you really see the way the Giraffe offering is, see the Giraffe I remember from a long time back. It's not what it is now. It is a full blown F&B offering, family restaurant, and I would say if I talk about international brands, you have Chili's. Agreed. Chili's is there. You have Nando's. Somebody mentioned Nando's, but Nando's, of course, is a very narrow offering, right? It's rotisserie chicken, and yes, we have California Pizza Kitchen, but the kind of variation, the kind of format, the kind of variety you have in Giraffe, I think if someone really understands that India is now looking for. See, we are post-COVID, where everything was cloud kitchen, ghost kitchen, this kitchen, that kitchen. We are into the casual dining revolution era. So a Giraffe restaurant is an offering which takes care of family, very important, which takes care of commercial office crowd, which takes care of youngsters, people like even old people like myself as well. So this is a full offering. If someone really understands this is a beautiful business. Yes, it is a high capex. You cannot build this restaurant in 100,000 American dollars, 70, 80 lakh rupees. I mean, I'm sorry, Nick, I'm just kind of using some Hindi words here. लगेगा इसमें 2-3 करोड़ रुपया लगेगा इसके अंदर. आपको एक अच्छा रेस्टोरेंट बनाना है, बट उसका जो थ्रूपुट होएगा, वो in comparison with quick service would be 3 times, because you have alcohol, you have full menu, you can do lunch service, you can do dinner service, you also have the the burgers to kind of take care of the morning and the evening crowd. So if it is our partners, or if you're a direct investor, yes, we will give you everything, ROI this, ROI that, but I think we want serious people who want to build this brand from ground up in the country. Someone asked the question. Yes, the Bangalore store is the Giraffe store, which Nick mentioned, and it is done with the airport aggregator. They are doing one more. Which airport, Nick? Which airport is that?
Hyderabad.
So you already have what we call a pilot, which is the hardest part in our business, where what would be the menu, what would be the restaurant. It's already done. And now we are looking for partners who can do, of course, focus on the 7-8 major cities. It's not a difficult business, but yes, it's not a quick service ghost kitchen business. Let me be very frank. We want people who understand real estate. We want people who understand F&B operations. If you don't have the capacity, you have to have the capacity to be able to hire those best people. But this is the high yield business. Ashok, what kind of sales we are projecting in a typical store, like overall top line? Just give me a number. At least about 5 crores, right? You're on mute.
Yeah. So if you talk about just only like one unit, what kind of performance one unit can do? So we expect around 8 to 9 crore revenues.
So 8 से 9-10 crore का revenue and so that would be about 800 to 900,000 pounds. So 8-9 करोड़ आप एक स्टोर में कर रहे हैं. आप लगा लीजिए, आपने 20 स्टोर अच्छे कर दिए. You're looking at a business of about 150 to 160 crores top line. But location, अगर आपके पास location अच्छी नहीं तो आप नहीं कर सकते इसको. You have to have the alcohol license also. So we do need some strong operator.
Yeah. A basic mathematics, Ines. If you are doing like 8 crore or 10 crore of revenue in 1 year, and you take your operating profit is only 20%, so that gives you the profit. So you can just calculate your ROI. It's
But
very
let me tell you, if you only calculate for 1 store, 2 store, I'm sorry, it's not a very exciting business. I mean, just look at a 20 store. A
Yeah.
20 store is going to give you 150 to 170 crore kind of, I mean, so this is a high yield business. So we need that those investors who can then invest. And again, let me tell you, I was talking about it yesterday also, that in India now, we need good operators, we need good investors. Money will follow if you are able to establish a business case that you can at least run 4 or 5 good high yield restaurants. Some will come in and invest in your company also. So again, this is a serious business. We need serious operators or at least serious investors who want to build, if not the country, at least their specific areas, and at least want to build a minimum 100 crore top line business. I think anything less would be less meaningful to anyone in the value chain. That was my, I think I want to kind of get a sense. Swaraj, you were saying something?
Yeah, I think also, Venus, just to add to what you said, that I think this is the only casual dining family restaurant which will be serving three cuisines, that is Asian, then British and Mexican. So that's also the variety which you're talking about. So, Nick, there is a quick question from Mr. Raju Gupta that he would like to understand the supply chain, where will be the raw materials and how the supplies will be given to the units.
I think a big part of the brand is ensuring that we look after the environment as well. So we will aim to build the supply chain locally and work with individual franchisees and sign off to specifications locally. I don't want to be shipping too many products from the UK. That's not right for the environment. So what we'll do is we've already built a supply chain in India. We know we can source the products. It's not a problem. We'll then expand that and work with franchisees locally. I want to get that maximum freshness and vibrancy of the product.
I love that. And that's so important, Nick. So there have been some brands who have tried to do it otherwise, and it never works out, especially in the casual dining, fast casual, and quick service category. I remember a brand, I would not name them, but they were adamant, and their food cost went up to 102%. Of course, it shut down in 2 years. So I'm glad. Although I mean, I'm sure your supply chain is slightly complicated because of the menu is quite large. But yes, I think India now is capable. Somebody was asking me. I was talking to a brand which does avocado, dishes. Like, what is happening with avocados? And it's growing very fast. And the supply chain is also getting very organized. So I think now India is becoming very interesting from a supply chain. Not the easiest one, but yes, it's possible. And I'm glad that Giraffe realizes from day one that supply chain integration would be critical to success. Okay, so any other questions for us?
Questions done. Thank you. Anything,
Okay.
Nick? So
No.
I would like to end this call because I just got 3 confirmations. So we have on the call Mr. Suman Datta, who is the CEO of Bristol Hospitality, who had joined along with us. Thank you, Suman. Thank you, Mr. Suresh Chauhan, from joining from CCD, and our old investor and friend from Chennai, Mr. Prabhu Ji. Thank you for joining. So I got the 3 confirmation right now that you have joined the call. So thank you, everyone. It was a great understanding of the brand, Nick, and we will be in touch with you. So I have shared my name and contact number and details, and we also have your details along with us. So we will connect to each and every one of you individually to understand what is the business you're looking out for and what is the business expansion plan you have, and we will discuss it, take it ahead. Till then, thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you so much. Nick, I know it's really, what time is it for you now?
Well, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. It's absolutely fine.
8 in the morning.
Okay.
He had an early rise because of us.
So thank you so much. I love the wooden cabin look. I think I'm assuming it is somewhere cold, but it's very hot in Delhi. Signing off from a very hot and slightly rainy Delhi. Thank you to you. Thank you, Ashok, Swaraj, Sritma,
Thank
Francis,
you.
their team, and of course, people who joined us. You have our information. Apart from this, you can, of course, connect to us on our YouTube, on our LinkedIn, and our website. Reach out to us. If we can help you in any manner possible to acquire a franchise, whether international, domestic, speak to us. We would love to have a chat. So thank you so much. And
Thank you. Bye, everyone.